My computer has been screwing up, but the streets asked, and I am bound to give the streets what they need. So I don't know what the hell has gone wrong. I don't know what's happening, but my iMac has just been getting lubricated for something. So it's literally, this is now the second time I'm staring at my iMac right now, and this piece of crap, dumbass iMac has crashed yet again. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know what has gone wrong, but the show must go on. So let me just shut off this piece of thing. Sorry if I swear, man, but very frustrating, very frustrating. But guys, we're here. We're here. I'm using my other Mac and so forth. We are rolling through. We're here in the studios, and guys, I have my peanuts. These are the best peanuts in the world. Shout out to my Caribbean people. What up, baby? Crunchy coconut peanuts. And yes, guys, Purdy's cut the check. Purdy's cut the check. Cut the check. Martinez cut that damn check. Your boy's back. Your boy's back. Your boy's back. Yes, this is a Ronaldo jersey. He's got more World Cups than you. He's got more World Cups than you. I don't care whether he doesn't have a UCL. He still has a World Cup. Go look at what he did in 02. He was poisoned in 98. He was poisoned in 98. If he wasn't poisoned, he would have won a World Cup at 21 years of age and a World Cup as well. So you know what? He's a two-time World Cup winner. The two-time World Cup winner, and your boy Arnold is still that freaking dude. Ronaldo, Nazario, Lima, Cristiano, you never featured in that freaking final. Messi, you owe that trophy to De Paul and Di Maria. It is what it is. I'm sorry to start with the way. I'm in a mood right now. I'm in a real mood right now. So, transfers, guys. Guys, work. You see, let me just talk about transfers. You see, this is actually one of the most fun parts. Anybody who plays Football Manager, one of the most interesting parts of Football Manager are the transfers. That's one of the most fun parts of Football Manager are those transfers. So it's always good to see those transfers coming through. And you see, this is strictly for the Football Manager merchants. Because you know what I always do whenever I am like. Sorry, the first thing that I do is that I buy myself a quality creative playmaker. I get a creative playmaker first. I get a strong DM, and then I get like a defender that can play all positions. And the transfers he can. You know, guys, I may say some stuff that may ruffle some feathers in the wrong way, because you see, people who know your boy, people who know how it is, that I say it as it is. No filter. I don't mince words. I don't words mince. I say that as it is, and I go through. So when I go through all these different transfers, I'm gonna keep it a stack. You see, I'm in a mood right now. You're gonna be seeing a different ages right now because I've been way too nice. I've been way too nice. I've been way too kind, and I think it's time for me to really give you that real HH man. Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. So wait. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Because I think my mic went off, man. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Just live chat. Tell me if you can hear your boy. Tell me if you can hear your boy, because I think my mic went off. Tell me if you can hear your boy. Live chat. Let me see what you tell me if you can hear your boy, so we can get into the main snack, man. Tell me if you can hear your boy. Thank you, baby. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Thank you, bro. So, oh, did you just get here or something? What? Guys, what does it say? Dress your age. Wait. What's this going about, man? The heck? All right, guys, let's go to our first topic, man. Let's go right now to our first topic of the day, man. Nice guys finish last. Let's start there. Nice guys finish last. No one likes nice guys. No one likes nice guys because people will always take advantage of nice guys. People will always try to shake down nice guys, pimp down nice guys, piss on nice guys. That's what people always do. In this life of lies, cheats, stealers, prostitutes, pimps, and backstabbers, you need to be a prick. You need to be a prick. Because if you're not a prick, you get run over. Kane, you're never winning a trophy with Tottenham Hotspur. I'm sorry if that may shock or that may surprise some Tottenham fans out there, but this is a fact. Guys, I don't give opinions on this channel. I never have. I never have and I never will. Everything I say is a fact. Don't argue with me. Don't debate with me. Don't have a conversation with me. I speak footballing facts. I speak footballing truths. Tottenham were never winning a trophy anytime soon. Minimum next 3 years, never winning a trophy. Kane, your time to leave is now. Because the longer you wait, the more risky it's going to be for you to get the heck out of there. Because let's say you say, you know what, maybe I'll go next year. What if you break it? What if you break it? And what if you have a completely garbage season next season? Then you're off the map. As of right now, people still look at you as a top dude. Now, I'll keep it real with you. Larry Lane said what's up in that Euro final. And he didn't miss that penalty, and it was off a rebound. That penalty, it was a miss. Technically, it was a miss. But Larry Lane said what's up in that final because homeboy, 2 hours, not a single shot on goal. I get, understand. Southgate wasn't helping you. You didn't have the support. You didn't have the creativity. Cool. But all I'm saying is that. But Kane needs to realize, what do you want to do? Once you realize what you want to do, then there's a way to go about doing it. People will call Dimitri Payet a prick, a loser, a filthy, a good-for-nothing, backstabbing, awful person who is devoid of any character. He got what he wanted. See, if Payet was nice, he'd still be at West Ham, not where he wanted to be, because we're going to get to Pogba. We're going to get to Pogba. But the way and see, this especially for Levy. Levy is one of the toughest dudes in the world to roll with. He doesn't play. And Levy has no intention whatsoever of selling Harry Kane. You have to deliver him Fort Knox. And even if you show Levy Fort Knox, he will still only consider. So for Kane, what Kane has to do is go to Levy with an Uzi, a nuke, a machine gun, and tell him that if you don't allow me to go, I'm pressing the red button. Like I told you, I've changed. This is new age. I've changed. You've got to go in there with an Uzi, with a nuke. You go into his office with a nuke and say, either you put me on sale or I'm pressing the red button. Now, you see, I'm going to get on Pep. Because, see, Pep, you have been so lucky. Count your blessings that the Euros and Copa America was a summer. Because I haven't even begun to completely undress and pimp slap Pep Guardiola for what he's done. Because, you know, this guy is spending more money again. This guy's going to keep on spending and will still not bring back the UCL that I demand. Because remember, you still haven't won a UCL without Messi. And you have guys like Ben Babin, who hasn't even showed up on the hangouts before, who swear by you that one of the best managers in the world. Because the more money you spend, the less of a dub and respect I'm going to have for you when you do finally figure out how to win a UCL. That's how it works. I told you, this is how it works. You see, Harry Kane to Man City is scary because we want the quadruple. We want the quadruple. Guys, August 11th, be there, be square. August 11th was saying what's up August 11th. Yes, August 11th was saying what's up August 11th. Yes, that means it's your boy Double H. Our first trophy comes from August 11th. I mean, no disrespect to Villarreal, but we're getting our first we're getting the first Infinity Stone on August 11th. See, Chelsea want all 4 Infinity Stones. Our first Infinity Stone is August 11th, which is that quadruple. Our second Infinity Stone is obviously the Premier League. Third Infinity Stone, maybe the FA Cup. And the fourth Infinity Stone, we defend that title. We're defending a title. Guys, let me just, in case you don't know, let me just inform you guys, we're defending a title because we're going to secure a striker. But let's just wait. So I believe that this is one of the most likely transfers to happen this summer, but the biggest stumbling block is Daniel Levy. Levy is the biggest stumbling block because Levy is going to play place very, very hard ball. And City aren't spending 300 or 250 mil on Harry Kane. But I believe that Levy is going to say, you know what? I ain't signing for one couple less than 150. And even basically 150 is where Levy begins to negotiate. That's where it starts. So it's 150 and up. So he's not going for 150, but 150 is where you actually start. So he's really looking for maybe 160, 170. So the question is, how badly do City want Kane? How desperate is it to get Kane? Because if you think about it, Jesus is obviously going to get offloaded, and they don't really have a striker that they can really look towards. And really, City do need that goal scorer. They need that goal scorer. And I think, you see, if they get Kane, it makes it very, very complicated to get the Premier League off of Man City, because, you know, I have my questions over Kane for the Champions League. He's the domestic king. He is the quintessential domestic merchant. He's a start pad. He's a start pad. He's gonna start up. He's gonna walk those stats. So it's gonna be a difficult transfer because, you see, Kane leaves Tottenham. Tottenham are finished. Tottenham are finished because I believe in Son. Son is a stud. Son is a super player. Son cannot replace the goals that Son is the better player. But yeah, so I believe Son is the better player. He's the more explosive player, but I don't believe that he's going to be able to say what's up in the way that Kane does with regards to goals. So if Kane leaves Tottenham, and I think Levy knows this, and I think Tottenham fans know this, if Kane leaves Tottenham, Tottenham are finished. Think about this. Even with Kane, Spurs were not even able to get top 4 this season. So if you now remove Kane from the mix, and I think Santo is a very good manager. Santo is a really good manager who I think can do great things. You see, I feel that Santo is going to really make Tottenham much more exciting to watch, and it's going to make them a lot more attacking. And I think if Tottenham keep Kane, Spurs are going to be a team to watch. Now, I'm not saying that Santo is a better manager than Pochettino. Well, you know what? No, he's a better manager than Pochettino because Pochettino is overrated. He's not a better manager than Mourinho. Uncle Mourinho is top 3 all time. But he's different. And I feel that what Tottenham needed was something different. I think making Tottenham pragmatic and so forth, they didn't have the kind of players or the personalities to be a successful pragmatic team. So I think what they needed, what was very key, is to have them to be much more offensive, a much more attacking unit. So I think that Tottenham would be really exciting if they were able to bring in your boy. If they keep Kane, I think these guys would be able to say what's up. I think that they would really, really be dangerous if they were able to keep Kane. I don't think this is happening. The only way this happens is if City pay 170, 180. Levy is not letting Kane go for anything less than 150. That's my view. 150 and up. 120, 130. Now, I'll keep it real with you. Kane shouldn't be going for 150. I think he should be going for 80 or 90. Well, you know what? If you're Man City and you're in the Premier League, okay, 100 makes sense because you are getting guaranteed 25 goals and up. So for a guaranteed 20 Gs and up, Yeah, 100 makes sense. But we're dealing with Levy. Not only are we dealing with Levy, this is Tottenham's main man. This is Tottenham's main goal scorer. And you have to look at it, and the difficulty is, even if he was to go for 150 or 170, can Santo use that money to replace the goals that Kane gives him? Because he can have 160 and 170 and buy 4 or 5 really good Portuguese players, really good Portuguese Spanish players, and make Tottenham really, really sexy. But can you replace the goals? Look at what happened with Bale. You got all these players, you got all the money for Bale, but Bale is just that very specific, special dude that's very hard to replace, man. All right, man. Let me see what some of you kids are saying, man. Oh, says that here's the dub, fix the mic. Look, man, I'm doing my thing, bro. But hopefully you guys can hear me now, though. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. Yeah, look, I told you, I know, Brickman, but you know what? The mic is coming. Look, this is the alternative setup, man. It's the alternative setup. No, don't worry, we're riding, man. We're riding. So let me see what else you guys are saying, man. Shout out to your boy Whimsical, man. Thank you for the drop. Hope just take all the players that's left Arsenal: Ashley Cole, Henry, Fabregas, Van Persie, even Giroud, Chamberlain. Kane should be ambitious. Yeah, no, look, man. It's down to Kane's personality. They insulted Ashley Cole. They insulted Van Persie. They insulted all these dudes. I say, screw you. Any sports fan that takes issue with Harry Kane moving to a bigger club, you've got problems. Kane doesn't owe Tottenham anything. Any Tottenham fan who now starts to abuse Kane because he wants to leave, you're a moron. Because he has given everything to this club. Look how many times that he's been top scorer. Look at how many goals that he has scored. And what has he gotten for all the goals that he's given you? Cobwebs and Peter Parker. All he's received is Peter Parker in those cabinets after all those goals. So for me, it's not even about being ambitious, it's about being realistic. You are the best goal scorer in the Premier League. Why the hell are you playing for Tottenham? I'm sorry, like, for Tottenham fans, you have to be realistic. A guy who has consistently been the top scorer and is a goal machine shouldn't be playing for a club who are going nowhere near getting a trophy. So it's just about you being realistic, man. All right, let's see what else you kids are saying. Oh wow, okay. All right. All right. Bear with me. I want to just make sure that I've gotten all these dubs. Man. Hold up, yo. Hold up. All right, here we go. So from your boy YSK Jackson, who says tech brick, but at least we got a new cam angle. Hey, look, man, I'm bringing you. I don't know what's wrong with my iMac, man. Look, blame Apple. For some reason, my iMac is just being a loser, man. But YSK, we live. YSK, stay easy on the streets, man. ED are trying to say what's up. From YSK Jackson says, add this towards Whimsical's donation. # good evening, man. YSK, thank you for the dub, man. Thank you for the dub. Thank you for the donation. Donations will be very, very well received, and you should really be saying good evening. Didn't good evening give birth to your club? That's what I'm saying. Last time, didn't good evening give birth to your club? So I would relax, bro. All right, where are we? So next on the agenda. This was an interesting one. Cristiano-Icardi. So Allegri, he's come back to the old lady, and rumor around the campfire. Let's just rumors around the campfire. But the rumor around the campfire is he wants to change the setup of Juventus. So what I was reading is that he wants Clutch Chiesa to be the main focal point. Chiesa, come to Chelsea. Chiesa was still coming for you. So he says he wants Chiesa to be the main focus point. And these are just rumors around the campfire. Only rumors around the campfire. The word on the streets is he isn't too keen on Cristiano. And he is perhaps looking for a focal point striker, good finisher, who plays the striker's position to fill in the role. Because again, Morata is Morata. He's a born brick. Let's just talk about the permutations of this. I don't know what happened with Icardi at PSG. The guy just bricked it. The guy who was at Inter Milan, who was a very, very good finisher, I don't know what happened to the dude at PSG. He just wasn't very good. So maybe he understands Italian football better. He understands the Serie better. And Allegri can now bring it back to really being the very potent finisher that he is. Look at that. Argentina actually won the Copa America without Icardi or Dybala. Interesting. So for Cristiano, Cristiano at PSG. See, my thing is that if Cristiano was to go to PSG, where would he play? Cristiano's best position is on the flank, because I think he's wasted as a striker. Although people may just say that because he's lost his dribbling and he's lost his speed and so forth, maybe being played as a striker would work. But my thing is, Mbappe is on that left flank. Then you have Neymar on the other flank. And you've got your boy Di Maria, right? Respect him. Di Maria gave Messi life. So you've got Di Maria, you've got Mbappe, you've got Neymar. Where does Cristiano now fit in? Now, if you're PSG, you're just going to fit him in. And now this may link into the whole Mbappe thing, is that if Cristiano now comes into the mix and he plays on the left-hand side, which is where Mbappe does. Well, Mbappe can play right or left, but I think Mbappe plays on the left for PSG. Is that an indication of, oh, maybe Mbappe and I'm not have to head out there? You see, let's keep it real. Cristiano is a goal machine. And this guy, still at his age, what's it called? He finished top scorer for Juventus with 29 Gs. Super impressive. Super impressive. And he was joint, okay? Joint top scorer with your boy Sheikh. Wasn't the joint top scorer. Very impressive. You are getting guaranteed goals. And I think Cristiano going to PSG, you don't have to pretty much carry a Bernardeschi, a Bentancur, a freaking Aaron Ramsey. You now have quality in Verratti, in Neymar, and all these dudes around you helping to support you. Now you now have Ramos in there, Hakimi in there as well. But my thing is that I'm looking beyond just for football now, because he's an asset. Let's keep it real. Cristiano is an important asset that Juventus want to keep for marketing purposes. Homeboy has over 200 million followers on Instagram. And I believe, yes, so Messi has the most liked image in sports Instagram history. But I believe Cristiano, I think, shout out to Bruno Alves, who said this to me in the YouTube comments, I believe that Cristiano has the most followers on Instagram. I think he has like 230 million followers. So for Juventus, do you want to lose all that marketing? He still gives you goals. He still gives you goals, and it's a marketing as well. So I think the Juve directors will say to Allegri that, cool, you're back, bro. He's still scoring, and he's got 200 million Instagram followers. So he's popping off on and off the pitch. But Allegri is, if you're bringing me back, in a sense of bringing Juve back to winning ways and so forth, shout out to boy Pielo, I have an image of what I see my team to be. And Cristiano just doesn't fit in so how I want Juve to operate. And Allegri has afforded the ability to say what's up, because homeboy won you a lot of trophies and a lot of titles and took you to 2 CL finals, something that Conte wasn't able to do. So it's really a choice of, do we give in to Allegri's demands, or do we say, oh no, Cristiano, say what's up? But my thing is, why, if you're getting a manager, you've got to get a manager to, because you're not only hiring a manager, you're hiring a manager's vision, the way in which he sees the team. I don't see this happening, because I still feel that even if, let's say, Allegri doesn't want Cristiano and he wants a swap deal, the Juve director will be like, no, screw you, figure it out. It's Cristiano. He scores too many goals. He says, what's up, figure it out. Now, where Cristiano is concerned, I think PSG would be an attractive option for Cristiano, because Cristiano will say to himself that, look, man, I'm very ambitious. I want another Ballon d'Or for my museum. I want another Champions League. And I feel, and remember, I'm not getting any younger, and I feel that I want to be in a situation that gets me the best chance to get the Champions League. And similar to Kane, all these goals can't amount for nothing. Okay, all these goals, they've got to go towards something. So he may say to himself that if I'm in a PSG situation, my goals will more likely count for something as opposed to Juventus, because I'm playing with a much better team, And if Neymar is now supplying and creating for Cristiano, and Cristiano and Mbappe are basically working together, who knows? And maybe, you see, my thing is that you can't disrespect the Di Maria, but let's just play a game. Let's say they do get Cristiano. They may roll with like a 4-3-1-2. So Neymar as a number 10 and maybe Mbappe, Cristiano as two wide attackers. That's a crazy triangle. But obviously we're also going to get to Mbappe and see what homeboy is saying, man. Easy, respect him. Respect. He's not Ronaldo. Respect him, man. Respect him. Okay, please respect my main guy, Ronaldo. So with regards to this one, man, I personally don't believe it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen now, because PSG will want it to happen for sure. Juve, hell no. There is no way that Juve are going to sanction a swap deal where they let go of Cristiano for Icardi. So it's not going to happen. And also as well, man, Icardi is an adulterer, so you have to really be aware of that as well. So let me just make sure that I'm up with these dubs. So from your boy Miss B Nation, and thank you for the dub, Miss B Nation. If Cristiano goes to PSG, I'll just make sure I'm all good. So it said, if Cristiano goes to PSG, and that means Mbappe immediately goes to Madrid, PSG can't have all of them. Yes, that was my thinking. Again, it's not going to happen, but again, whenever we do these transfer things, I like to talk in hypotheticals of what ifs, because that's much more exciting. So what if PSG gets Cristiano? If they get Cristiano, you can't have Cristiano, Mbappe, Neymar, and Di Maria there. And my thing is, even if you can fit them in, because I think you can fit them in, but Di Maria has to now be benched, because you can fit them in if you go 4-3-1-2. But my thing is, if Mbappe sees that they've got to get Cristiano, alphas. There are already two alphas already in a Neymar and a Mbappe. If they now go get a Cristiano, Mbappe will feel that, oh, this is a clear indicator that you no longer value me. Because again, remember, Mbappe has maybe had a few misgivings with regards to how they offered Neymar a contract before him. So if they now go and just splash out and go and get Cristiano, Mbappe will be like, nah, I'm out. And he may now be forceful of a move to Real Madrid. But again, PSG doesn't have to sell, But do you want to keep a guy that doesn't want to? Do you want to keep a guy that clearly does not want to be around? Which goes back to the Kane situation. Because if I'm a manager, I want a healthy dressing room. Everybody on my team, you've got to want to be here. You should never ever force a player to be at the club who doesn't want to be there. It just spells bad news. From your boy Courtly Awesome, think of the dub. Courtly Awesome says, why would Lewandowski and Coman want to play for Chelsea? Courtly Awesome, you're jumping ahead. But don't worry, we'll get there. But let me just respond to you. Coastal Awesome, who are the Champions League winners? Crickets. Coastal Awesome, who are the Champions League winners? Who hold the trophy? Us, Chelsea. Coastal Awesome, as of right now, we are bigger than Bayern Munich because we have the trophy. Now, Bayern Munich have a greater legacy, got a greater history, but in 2021, Chelsea are bigger than Bayern because we hold the trophy. That's how it works. Whoever wields the Champions League Infinity Stone controls football for that given year. So we have the Champions League Infinity Stone. We claimed it. We got it by striking down Tony Pep Guardiola stack. We said, what's up? And Coty Awesome, I'm sorry, Lewandowski says that he wants to go to the Premier League. And I think Coman and Lewandowski will want to join one of the most exciting squads in football. So Coty Awesome, rather than hating on me and Chelsea, worry about your club and worry about your club trying to keep hold of your players because Chelsea are coming. We're coming. We are coming. Thanos. Let's keep it moving, guys. Let's just try this one, man. Ruben Neves. Let me reiterate myself. Shout out to Horseman member Jonas. Shout out, boy, Mr. Jonas Phil. The Berg. Let me reiterate. Arteta is not the dude for Arsenal. Sorry. Arteta is not the right man for Arsenal. He isn't. Never has been, never will. Keeping it real. So, yes, he won the FA Cup, which is very impressive. Yes, he won the Championship, very impressive. But if Arsenal want to now get back to being top four and generally challenging for the title, Arteta is not that dude. But that's one side. Ruben Neves would be a great signing. He would be a great signing. I think Odegaard has now gone back to Real Madrid. It's Real Madrid, and I think that it was almost impossible for them to keep him. But I think Ruben Neves gives Arsenal a bit of bites in that midfield because what you have is a very good passer of the ball. What you have is a free kick specialist. And what you have is a guy that now brings in some goals from that midfield. Because if you think about it now, who is really a goal-scoring midfielder in Arsenal's midfield? There's no one there. Who's the guy who can really break through and really give that midfield some thrust? No one. And you see, if you're Ruben Neves, Sancho leaving, because Sancho, for me, I think was a massive reason as to why Wolves were Wolves. Huge reason. And also there's a whole Portuguese connection as well. So obviously, if you're not getting the call from Santos to come to Tottenham and Arsenal are making now that call, I think Ruben Neves should definitely 100%. He should. And I think for Arsenal, it would be a really, really good signing. Does the signing make them top four contenders? No. Because I still feel that they need defenders. This is why Ben White is a step in the right direction. They need to somehow get Aubameyang being Aubameyang. They need to get Willian fast because I thought my COVID belly was bad. Willian's COVID belly makes him look like naughty professor. So if those things can be sorted out, then maybe they can see what's up. But this is a good step in the right direction. I think because I've been a strong fan of Ruben Neves, who has scored some superb goals. This guy has supplied some amazing, so superb G's. So look, man. But as I said again, for Arsenal fans, you've got to look at the bigger picture here. Okay, you get Ruben Neves and so forth, which will help, which I think is going to supply goals, and he's going to improve the pass completion in our midfield. Because again, Partey, Danny Ceballos, like Partey is like he's just there to really add some strong foundation to the midfield. He doesn't have the passing range that Neves has. It doesn't have the shooting ability that Neves has. But all this stuff is like for a team. You need all aspects. So you need the attack, you need the midfield, you need the defense. So this greatly bumps up the midfield and gives the midfield a bit of spark because let's keep it real. And this is what I said initially before. Arsenal never replaced Vieira. They never replaced Vieira. And the way that they treated Vieira was disgusting. The fact that Vieira is Crystal Palace manager before Arsenal manager is a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. How they treated a World Cup Euro winner and a guy who was the captain of the Invincibles is disgraceful. I mean, Arsenal fans, you can take it up with whoever you want. It is disgraceful that Mikel Arteta, who gave nothing to Arsenal compared to what Vieira gave him, Mikel Arteta was manager of Arsenal before Vieira. That is ridiculous. And let's keep it real. Ever since that Vieira left, Arsenal pretty much tanked. And they never replaced him. Vieira, probably one of the best all-encompassing midfielders out there, man. So that's his opponent. But yeah, look, man, shout out to Arsenal for doing that. But again, Ruben Neves isn't going to get them to top four. It just improves the midfield, but doesn't really move them to those upper echelons there. All right, let's see what she is the same, man. From LSK Laxon. Have you got an intro for the Super Cup? LSK, I'm working on it. LSK, can you worry about your club, please? LSK, can you just please worry about, because you still haven't signed Sancho. Didn't you guys announce Sancho like 5 weeks ago? But you've not actually announced it. But look, just worry about your club. Worry about your club. Breaking. Lugo has submitted a 20 million euro bid for Eden Z. MC, you are talking to a guy who was voted the best Premier League player of the decade. You're talking to a guy who was the best player at a World Cup. And you're talking to a guy who was the closest thing to Messi and Neymar at his peak. I know it hurts you. I know it pains you that he was the best player at the World Cup. But can you please have some respect when you're talking to Eden Hazard? That's what I ask you. Just have some respect when you're referring to Eden Hazard. From LSK Laxon, again, who says, COVID CL, it doesn't count. And where's the Earl at? Who are you referring to by the Earl? That's simple. But that's one side. Champions League winners, and I'm going to keep on driving that home. COVID, Churchill, say whatever you want. I am going to keep on pumping. I told you, I don't know who Chelsea are. I don't know what Chelsea FC is. They're called UCL winners. Respect them. They're the UCL winners, please. Thank you. Respect the UCL winners. All right, let's deal with this, man. Actually, real quick. Let's just put this up. So Xhaka, why? Nice move by Mourinho. Now, see, I put Xhaka in. Xhaka was a classy brick for a while, and I never rated this freaking dude, man. But he showed up in those Euros. He showed up in those Euros. And I remember he was the guy that made the critical pass that led to the 3-3. So just from the kind of game that he had against France was huge. I remember he didn't play in the Spain game. And I think, after that kind of episode he had with Arsenal where, guys were bringing him and everything, he actually improved and got better. So, because again, going back to the whole thing of Ruben Neves, Partey, Xhaka, that midfield now looks to have some meat to it. So now you're losing Xhaka. How much of a miss is it for Arsenal? Again, I don't rate Xhaka that highly. But him mixed with Partey and Ruben Neves could be something really good. And I think for Mourinho, what Mourinho sees in Xhaka is, yes, I need some steel and some cement in my midfield. So it could be a nice shrewd bribe for Mourinho. Because I told you, Mourinho wants to do that. Because again, guys, we're having an emergency if Mourinho gets this, because that would be done. Because if Mourinho gets the Scudetto with Roma, that is done. So how I assess this, not a big loss for Arsenal, because I don't think it's one of Arsenal's best players. I don't think it's one of Arsenal's most important players. Very good midfielder, but if he goes and they get Ruben Neves, I think they're fine. How much better does it make Roma? It doesn't make them hugely better, but I think it's just an important piece to the kind of puzzle that Mourinho wants to build for Roma. Because I told you, Mourinho wants to say what's up. So let's deal with this now, man. My big bro supports Man United. I think for some guys that I don't know, let me tell you. So my big bro supports Man United, and he was a huge fan of Cantona. And ever since then, I've hated United. So I think, I actually hated United before I even followed Chelsea. So this is when I was 5, 6 years old. Because I don't know, I just hated United because I always had to do the opposite of my big bro. So I've always hated United. But see, now I don't even hate United now. Because United are so irrelevant now, there's nothing to hate. See, I hated them because they won all the time, and it pissed me off how they always used to win. But now that they've not won a trophy in the last 6, 7 years, since the Ferrers were saying what's up, I don't hate them. So my thing is that I actually feel sorry for them. But look, these are big moves. These are big moves, but I want us to try and cover this because I want to give you the 360 spectrum of this deal, specifically relating to Varane, because we need to just do like a deep dive into Varane. Now let's just look at the surface, because we look at the surface, then we now peel the surface and go deeper. Let's look at the surface. World Cup winner, one of France's best and most important players. You could argue that he was man of the match in that game against Belgium. 3-peat Champions League. Him, and we understand Cristiano's goals, what Modric did, Navas' key saves, what Marcelo did. The defensive partnership of him and Ramos, I think, was paramount and formed the bedrock of what allowed them to do what I think is the greatest achievement in Champions League history, which is the 3-3-peats. So Manchester United is getting a guy with superb, successful experience. And this signing is a huge, huge signal and is a massive statement that, we are serious about doing battle with Man City and trying to win this trophy. And us getting a guy who is a World Cup winner, Champions League winner, and who at his peak was one of the best defenders in the world. This is a clear, huge message and a clear, huge sign. So it's a huge statement, and I am impressed. United, I'm impressed. But now let's get to the truth. And this is when you need to investigate. How good is Varane really? I said it. How good is Varane really? Varane paired with a top defender is amazing. Varane paired with a top defender in a pragmatic system is an extremely good defender. His speed is definitely an asset where he is really good at his recovery time. Varane in an attacking system paired with a defender who is not very good, makes mistakes, and is very susceptible. Remember, his two mistakes is the reason why Man City beat them in that 2020 UCL second leg. So now, Maguire, I think, put on a clinic at the Euros, and I think I have now found newfound respect for Maguire because Maguire was 100% one of the best players at the Euros. Because when we did the Euro 2020 team of the tournament, and we talked about who are the names that are 100% certainties. For me, it was Chiesa, Sterling, Pedri, and Maguire. Maguire was one of the best players at the Euros because he did his job extremely well with a superb penalty. So now if you say, okay, Maguire paired with Varane, that could work. But the issue is United play quite an open system. Now, Ole can be very pragmatic and so forth, but he just likes his team to play. So all I'm saying for United fans is you're not getting Van Dijk. You're not getting peak Ramos. Because peak Ramos, peak Van Dijk, any system, so forth, these are just quality defenders. These are just quality, amazing defenders in and of themselves who rely on their reading of the game and really make mistakes. Varane is prone to make mistakes. You see, Varane at his best is a super defender. But I've seen Varane break it and Varane make mistakes. So I think it's very important that Solskjaer studies Varane's strengths, but specifically his weaknesses, and tries to ensure that his weaknesses don't bear fruit for basically his weaknesses don't bear fruit for United. So I'm saying that United, just be careful. Just be wary of the kind of player that you're getting, and do not assume that once Varane comes, he's just going to pop off. That's all I'm saying is just don't assume. Oh no, he's back. From LSK Laxton again says, they're the CCL winners, not UCL. Hashtag London Blues tax. YSK Jackson, Wikipedia. Wikipedia isn't going to say COVID champions. Wikipedia is going to say one of the greatest champions of all time. And Wikipedia is going to say dud. See, when you look to Wikipedia, Wikipedia will have those two asterisks. When you look at those two asterisks, it will say dud. Dud, degree of difficulty. And let's get asking, did you lose to Villarreal? Dudes who were yellow? From Ellis Kinlaxton again, who says, if he signed for London Blues, he's the best centre-back in the world. Ellis Kinlaxton, we have Christensen, we have Rudiger, we have Aspilicueta, we have UCL winners. We're good. You see, it's you who needs to it's you who are desperate for guys. We're gonna get guys. But you worry about shoes, we'll worry about us, man. So just chillax. All I'm saying, bro, is just chillax, man. All right, so where are we at right now? Let's bring this in. Yes, let's do this. Oh, sorry. Sorry, it's supposed to say Coman. Sorry, it's supposed to say Coman. I don't know. I supposed to wrong. Kingsley Coman. So look, this is interesting. This is interesting. So there appears to be a bit of trouble in paradise in Bayern Munich. It seems as if Kingsley Coman is set to run down his contract, which I believe expires in 2023. I don't know whether Perfect Champions or Shane or Infinity are in here, but I think his contract runs out in 2023. And his representatives and Bayern, they seem to not to be at loggerheads with regards to contract terms. So Coman is a possibility of somebody who could be leaving Bayern Munich. So Coman is a dude who I thought was brainless when I saw him initially. I was like, he's inconsistent, over dribbles, has so many touches on the ball, overplays with the ball, very just nasty. Nah. So he's improved and gotten better. And let's keep it real, he scored a Champions League winning goal. A beautiful, beautiful, amazing goal that denied me my Mbappe narrative. So for me, he's definitely been one of Bayern's best, most important players. And let's keep it real. I believe Leroy Sané is the better player. But Sané has had a very uneven start to his Bayern career. And I think that if you look at the evidence, Coman has been the better performer for Bayern than Sané has been. So I think Coman definitely wants to go to a club where he's appreciated. And I'll be real with you. I think Chelsea are one of the guys hovering. I think even Man City as well. I like Hudson-Odoi. I appreciate him. But if you were to say to me, HH, choose. Like Morpheus, red pill, blue pill. Kingsley Coman or Hudson-Odoi, I'm taking Kingsley Coman. See, I think that Hudson-Odoi could be what Kingsley Coman is, hence why Bayern wanted him. I think the reason why Bayern wanted Hudson-Odoi is because they saw a potential Kingsley Coman in him. But we just need to just take him, refine, and get Kingsley Coman, which is what they did. Coman wasn't a bit uneven. They refined him to be a very good, useful, effective winger. So Bayern has to be careful here because he's a really good player. And they've gone all in for Leroy Sané. And this is always the danger you have. Sané is the better player. And I think Sane is capable of much more explosive moments than Coman ever could be. But as I say, it's the hope that kills you. You can't just be relying on what a guy can do or what his potentials are. You've got to go with what a guy is doing. Coman is playing well. He is being effective. He did score the Champions League winning goal. And he does work very well for this Bayern team, especially on that wing. And I think if you're Nagelsmann, you don't want to lose a Kingsley Coman because I am positive Nagelsmann is like, I can use this kid and I can use this guy to great effect. I think this guy is important for what we want to do in this team. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But it's a tricky one because again, I'll keep it real with you. Let's talk real. Do Bayern Munich appreciate Coman as much as they do Muller, as much as they do Lewandowski, as much as they do Joshua Kimmich, or even Leroy Sané? You know, because let's keep it real. Lewandowski is Lewandowski, so it goes without saying. Sané is German, Kimmich is German, Muller is German. And Muller is the old head. So is there as much appreciation for them? Because that's the first thing. Is there as much appreciation and Bayern? Bayern are not going to break the bank like PSG or Man City are with regards to wages. So they'll be like, no, this is what we're offering, and we will not be extorted. You know. So if Coman is saying, no, I believe I deserve more, Bayern will be like, sorry, this is how much we value you at. And I think Bayern very rarely are going to bend to the whim of a player. So if Man City or Chelsea or PSG say, oh, come on, what do you want? Oh, that's nothing, man. We could easily offer you that. Coman would be out. So so if you're Bayern Munich, are you willing to let Coman go on a free? Because if he's going to run down his contract, is that good business? Because I do feel like if Bayern Munich would be like, no, we because we always want to just be doing good business. Because again, Bayern Munich will not PSG. See, PSG are guys who are like, oh yeah, run down your contracts, whatsoever. So yeah, it's a tricky one there for your boy Kingsley, man. All right, Griezmann. Homeboy is on 800,000 a week. I don't care what anyone says. That's what the sheet says. Because that's what the sheet says, I will view it as truth. That you are extorting Barcelona undeservedly because you can't be a full-on brick and be on 800,000 a week. That is crazy money for a guy who's pretty much trash and who has failed. So now this is just one of the stories out there. Look, these are all rumors, but let's just talk. Let's just talk because it's entertaining. It's entertaining to entertain these rumors. So a rumor is swap with Dybala. So Dybala goes to Barcelona, Griezmann goes to Juventus. Now, I think for me that works great for Juventus. Griezmann is a guy who I think works best in a pragmatic system. And I always liken Simeone's tactics to very Italian tactics. Well, they play like an old school Italian team. I think Serie has now, especially with what we see with Italy, I think Italy have now gone to a more attacking way of playing and their approach. But this is 90s, 2000, like 90s, 2000 to like 2010 Italian way. I think Griezmann works there. So if Allegri gets Icardi and gets Griezmann, then screw that. Fine. Let's get to Icardi. Cristiano, Chiesa, Griezmann in behind, and Griezmann is now supplying for a Cristiano in a pragmatic system. Ooh, that's something. And for me, I believe that Griezmann, footballing wise, would be a better fit for Juventus than he's been for Barcelona. As you've seen, that Griezmann doesn't work in teams where you don't have to keep possession. He's an impact player. So boom, 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 hit it, which is what Deschamps is about, which is what Simeone was about. It's not dilly-dallying on the ball and so on, because again, Griezmann, he can't dribble. He's not that great on the ball. He's not that skillful on the ball. He is a guy who doesn't want to have too many touches on the ball and just gets the ball, boom, pop off. So where Dybala is concerned, guys, can I just say this again? Dybala hasn't been the same since he flopped in that 2017 final. Just want to reiterate, he's not been the same since he flopped in that 2017 UCL final. Trash. Dybala at Barcelona. You see, philosophically, in a philosophical sense, it could work. But Dybala hasn't been the same since that 2017 UCL final. So what Dybala are we getting? You see, I have more faith in Griezmann performing if he's in the right team than Dybala. Even if you put Dybala in the right team, right system, right everything, I still don't have much more faith in him performing than I do Griezmann. For Griezmann, just put him in the right team. Because Griezmann is a system merchant to the core. He is a system merchant to the core. Puts him in his right system, right environment. Oh, he'll perform. He'll do his thing. 100% he'll do his thing. Griezmann is leaving Barcelona. I will be shocked if he stays at Barcelona this summer. I don't know where he's going to go. Chelsea could be a possibility, although if he comes to the Chelsea, can I get a striker? The only condition I would want Griezmann at Chelsea is if we have a striker secured. If we secure a striker, Lewandowski or Haaland, I wouldn't mind Messi, then give me Griezmann. You know what? Specifically a striker. So give me either Lewandowski or Haaland, bring Griezmann, then we can eat. Pause. Could this happen? Could this happen? I don't know. Because I suppose that a swap is the only thing that can happen because of people not really having the funds and the money. It's just does Coman want Dybala? And my thing is just, if Dybala can promise you that he's going to perform and play well, that's a great deal. It's a great deal if Dybala can promise you that he's actually going to perform and play well and so forth. Because Dybala, Messi, Aguero, although Barca fans, what's happening with the defense? Because again, I told you, a team is a team. A team is not made up of just attackers. Puyol was very important to that to the Barca success. So you do need some defenders to say what's up. So yeah, that's my thing there, man. So finally, man, the prodigy, the World Cup winner. What's that? The World Cup winner, the 19-year-old World Cup winner, the 19-year-old World Cup winner. What were your goats doing at 19? No, it's a simple question. What were your goats doing at 19? Oh, I get it. They were still in school. Doing exams. They're still doing exams. He was winning a World Cup at 19. He was winning a World Cup at 19. He was also scoring a goal in the World Cup final. So 19-year-old World Cup winner. Mbappe is not signing that contract. And he would be wise not to sign that contract. Because I believe that, and I pray to him, he's going to leave. Shout out to the Patreon members out there. A Patreon video is dropping. After this, a Patreon video is dropping where I talk about Mbappe and specifically what's now for Mbappe and what now for him going forth. Because, I repeat, it is very important he leaves PSG. Neymar is a bad influence. He is. Shout out to your sister. I told you, man, my love for Rafaela is great. My love for Rafaela is great. And Rafaela, that's the home girl, man. But Neymar is a bad influence. And Mbappe, I told you, I need that. I need you to win the Champions League because I need that narrative. Of course, I wanted the Euro narrative. Of course, I needed the Euro narrative. I needed that whole thing. But it didn't happen. because of Kimpembe. I blame Kimpembe and Deschamps. Who cares? The penalties are overrated. No one cares about missed penalties. I blame Deschamps and Kimpembe. We need a big move this summer. The streets, I think the streets want Mbappe at Real Madrid. That's what the streets want. The streets want Mbappe, Hazard, and Benzema. Shout out to boy Vinicius. Shout out to boy Vinicius. But Vinicius, this ends for you right now. The streets need Hazard, Mbappe, and Benzema in the same team. And for PSG, let me just send a very clear message to PSG right now. Don't be childish. You are being childish. He isn't signing the contract. And you are just cutting off your nose to spite your face. You know what I'm saying, guys? Look it up, because I don't know what it means, but I'm just saying it. Cutting off your nose to spite your face. That is what you are doing, PSG. He isn't signing the contract. And you're going to look really stupid if you let Mbappe, a young player with lots of potential, go for a free. Work out a deal, make the sale to Real Madrid. And I think Mbappe, similar to what I said for Hurricane, Mbappe can help speed this along. Because if Mbappe says to PSG and El Clave that, bro, I'm sorry, I want to go. I don't want to be here. I want to take my talents to South Beach. It's what LeBron did. People hated it for him. I did. But there has to be a decision. I want to see Mbappe seated down, seated opposite from that guy from Chiringuito with the dramatic stuff. And I want Mbappe to say, I'm taking my talents to Madrid in a huge the decision thing, like LJ did. You know, Mbappe to Real Madrid has to happen. It has to happen. It is part of the footballing story. As we've said before on this channel, I love Chelsea. Chelsea, the UCL winners. But this channel is about football reality. And football reality are all roads lead through Real Madrid and Barcelona. Really, all roads lead through to Real Madrid. Because once you succeed at Real Madrid, you've done it. Because it is Real Madrid. They are the legacy team. Okay. Now Chelsea may be bigger than Real Madrid now in 2021 because of the UCL, but they're the legacy team, and Mbappe knows that succeeding at PSG ain't the same as succeeding at Real Madrid. And I get it. An argument is you can create something. You can create a legacy. You can create something new. PSG have never won the UCL. So if you are part of that first group that gave PSG their first UCL, that could be something special. But for Mbappe, what matters is you. Which is what you saw for Henry. Because Henry could have been, hey man, if I stay with this team and so forth, I can be part of the first dudes that really gave Arsenal their first UCL. You could be. But that doesn't really matter. Okay? That doesn't really matter. Because all that truly matters, all that's truly 100% matters is what you achieve and getting the Infinity Stones. Because Mbappe knows that. Because for Mbappe, he's trying to get Messi and Cristiano out the paint. Because let me repeat to you guys again. I know you losers don't want to hear this. I know you bricks and losers don't want to hear this. If Mbappe gets the UCL Infinity Stone, Messi and Cristiano are finished. Okay? Because World Cup and UCL defeats all those bombers, Ballon d'Ors, and all those UCLs. So if Mbappe gets the UCL, and he knows it. He knows that he can get these guys out the paint. He knows that all I need is that UCL Infinity Stone. If he gets that UCL Infinity Stone, he has Thanos, Messi, Cristiano, and that loser Neymar. And I want to see it happen. Because I want to go onto Twitter and see people's reactions. Hopefully, if Mbappe secures the UCL, and Mbappe knows that LSG is LSG. You can get Ramos, you get Hakim, you can get the Queen Mary. LSG will always be LSG. And I think the sooner he gets this UCL Infinity Stone, the better. And he may feel that Real Madrid, with my good friend Benzema, may set up the right environment for me to say what's up. And Hazard, guys, says he wants to prove himself. Hazard says he wants to prove himself. Belgium only lost to Italy because Hazard wasn't playing. De Bruyne is a fraud. We know this. I could have told you this. You didn't listen to me. I told you De Bruyne was a fraud. I told you it was a fraud. No Hazard, no party. That's what happened. If Ancelotti can get Zad, we don't know Benzema's money. Benzema is one of the best players in the world. If Ancelotti can get Zad, Benzema, and Mbappe can release Zad, Real could do something. But my fear, though, is so if you're losing Varane and you're losing Ramos, what, Militao and Nacho? I'm just like a Militao and Nacho thing. That is slightly wild, man. So, guys, I'm going to take some questions from the live chat. So, guys, send your curious rate. 5 minutes of some questions from you guys from the live chats before I say goodbye. So, guys, remember, man, as well, please, to support your boy, become a patron. The best way to support your boy is tonight. Become a Patreon member, man. I post constantly in the apps here. I'm posting an Mbappe video on there right now. The best way to support your boy, become a Patreon member and get that mobile app, man. Patreon is where it's at, man. The content crack lives. The content crack lives. All right, let's see what your kids are saying, man. From LSK Laxon, who says HH was thinking of Bram when he made the graphic. Wait, why? What's graphic? LSK Laxon, are there wax in your ears? You're speaking to UCL winners. Don't twist your mouth when you're speaking to UCL winners. Can you please speak to the UCL winners with the respect the UCL winners demand? Please, okay? Speak to the UCL winners with some damn respect. I don't like how you're operating, man. From Armchair Critic, who says, Griezmann better than Leo right now. Sell Leo, in my opinion, and build around him. Where is the wait, hold up. I got you.
Damn bloody fool.
And just one more. Armchair Critic, did you sniff hard cocaine before you sent that? I mean, did you sniff hard? See, so you want Barcelona to sell a dude who literally filled up the stat sheet in an entire tournament by himself as an individual, who just came off being clearly the best player at a tournament, who just came off being top scorer in the league, and you just want to sell him and build the team around a side chick. Drugs don't work, man. They don't. So you can say that drugs they just don't work. From Coatley Awesome, thank you for the dub, Coatley Awesome. Pace Mbappe is a oops, sorry. Let me. So I think I got caught up. So let me say it again. So Coatley Awesome says Pace Mbappe, CL and Euros flop, a victim of double H's jinx. Coatley Awesome. How old is Mbappe? He's pretty young. So Coatley Awesome, he still has a lot of time to still prove himself. Coatley Awesome, he has the World Cup Infinity Stone, which is the most important Infinity Stone. And he's got at least 8 years to get the UCL Infinity Stone. Coatley Awesome, if he does get, because who knows, he may not get it. But if he does get a UCL Infinity Stone, totally awesome. It's over. It's finished. It's over. I don't want to hear about Messi or Cristiano ever again. If Mbappe gets a UCL Infinity Stone, there is no discussion. The debate is done. The debate is over. Call it awesome. There is still time. Yeah, Euro flop. I don't care. If he gets a UCL Infinity Stone, it's over. Let's see what your clowns are saying, man. Let's see what you guys are saying, man. Shout out to your boy, man, True, don't relax to the mic, man. Wouldn't you say PSG better than Real Madrid? Why would Kylian leave? It's called football heritage. It's like perfect example, England against Italy. People would say that on paper, England have a better team than Italy on paper, based on what those England players have done for their clubs. But Italy have football heritage and football history, hence why they beat them and they played better than them. Real Madrid have football heritage that PSG just don't have. So maybe of course on paper, PSG may be better than Real Madrid. But Mbappe saying, you know what, Real Madrid just have that ethos and that aesthetic that these guys don't have. And he's going to a team that have winners and experienced winners. And also, he'll be joining his very best friend. So you have to look at things in the big sense, man. All right, let's see what you can say, man. Neymar has a CL Infinity Stone and gets a World Cup one in 2022. That Infinity Stone is questionable because it's MSN. Is this really an Infinity Stone, or does he really share it with the Cannibal and Messi? So that Infinity Stone is questionable. And bro, I don't know what you're smoking, Brazil. Wait, shout out to your boy Westgate. What were we talking about on the members hangout? You think Brazil are going to win a World Cup where they have their starting striker is a guy called Rich? How are you winning a World Cup where your starting striker is called Rich? Give me a break, bro. All right, let's see. So why would they want that pace merchant? Jao Felix much better. No, look, as I said, Jao Felix, I am a huge fan of Jao Felix and everything, but Jao Felix is not called the prodigy. He's not called the prodigy. Let's keep it real. Have you seen Henderson could be leaving Liverpool to join Atletico or PSG? Yes. Like I did a video on it, man. They're important players to have. Now, I'll be real with you. Henderson at Henderson at Atletico, that works. See, Henderson would work great for what Simeone wants. Imagine Henderson at PSG. Imagine Henderson with like Neymar, Verratti, Mbappe. That would be wild, man. That would be wild. But look, Liverpool, pay the man. Okay, pay the man. Like, come on, like, don't do him like this. Liverpool, pay the man, man. Your boy, I'm just says, man, where did it go wrong for Neymar? Little time left. His attitude at PSG was all wrong. Wrong attitude. And his sister as well. Prioritizing his sister over football. And I think just playing into the prima donna lifestyle and so forth. I think all those things pretty much all contributed to him pretty much screwing up, because I mean Neymar's legacy is in the toilet now. Like all he has is that treble, which Messi and the Cannibal gave him. So it's not looking good for Neymar, bro. It's not looking good for Neymar at all. So where it went wrong was just your arrogance. You can't be arrogant if you've not done it. You can't, because you didn't do any. Yes, you contributed to MSN. You weren't MSN. You didn't see Ronaldinho led Barca to that CL. Neymar, you didn't lead anything. You were parts. You did your bit, but you didn't lead anything. So it's his attitude, bro. Good player though. From Shane Schubert says only Thanos can carry Schalke to a CL semi. Aren't Schalke relegated? And then Schalke finished bottom of the Bundesliga. Jane, I think they need, bro. They need divine. Only thing that can get Schalke to CL semi is divine intervention, bro. I don't think even Thanos could get them to a CL semi. Side note: Thanos was a potentially amazing villain that Marvel ruined. Thanos would have been a top 3 villain of all time if he was done properly. So that's a side note. Oh, Neuer. So I said, look, Neuer is that dude. Neuer is that dude. Just side note on Neuer. See, if only he could win the Euros. World Cup winner, 2-time treble winner, considered one of the best keepers of all time. The Neuer narrative is strong. The Neuer narrative is strong. The Neuer narrative is strong. HH, would he take Bamford at Chelsea? If not, why? Because there are better strikers out there. The UCL winners are not going to splash out and get a guy called Patrick Bamford as the main striker. That's it. No offense to Patrick Bamford, but come on, bro. You can't go from Haaland and Lewandowski to Bamford. You can't go from a Polish nuke to the link to Bamford. That's ridiculous, bro. Come on, that's really ridiculous. So, for any B-ball fans out there, who we taking, Suns or Bucks tonight? Who is saying? For any NBA fans out there, I say Suns win. We have a game 7. I say Suns win and we have a game 7, man. Do you think Neuer deserved that Ballon d'Or in 2014? 2014, I would have given that to you. You could make a strong argument, but my thing is that because see, I forgot. Yes, so 2014 was Real won the UCL because you have to really look at what he did club wise. So amazing World Cup. But club-wise, but then again, remember what people always say? The World Cup always has extra weighting. So he has a strong argument. He does have a strong argument. He does have a strong argument. But it's not, because look at Cannavaro when Cannavaro won in 06. Like he didn't really do much club-wise. But World Cup, he went crazy. So oh wow. So guys saying Bucks. I'm saying Suns, man. I'm saying Suns. All right. What else you guys say, man? Said England scored 2 goals against Germany with Thanos in goal, respectively the 3 lines. Yeah, but are you dealing with peak Thanos though? Are we dealing with peak Thanos? But shout out to England, man. They did get those 2 G's, man. They did get those 2 G's. So shout out to those dudes, man. I'll try to. You know, obviously the Olympics, it feels weird because it's like there's a whole COVID thing. Should it really be happening? Should it not be happening? But look, because I always want to watch Olympic football, you know. So but I like watching the Olympics. I love watching the opening ceremony, closing ceremony, and look, like I used to do athletics in school, man. You know, so I'll be doing my thing, man. All right, let me just do one last question, man, and then so guys, come on, give me one last good question, and I'll be out of here. One last good question, and I'll be out of here, man. Give me one last good cue. One last good cue, and I'll be out of here, man. Bram. Oh, So did I miss a dub? Did I miss a dub? Did I miss a dub? Do 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 do. Oh, I didn't. From MT, who says he's a fraud, yet you had to take him out in the final. Oh, I think he's referring to De Bruyne. MT, maybe you were like drunk or you were high when the match was going on, but the match that I saw, I don't know about you, but the match that I saw, your boy was having a disaster class. So before he ran into Rudiger, he was already having a disaster class. So I'm sorry, there was nothing about him being taken out. The furthest thing from Chelsea's mind was trying to take out a guy who was having a disaster class. It was being real. LSK Laxon says, El Fenomeno, a Europa League merchant? No, a World Cup merchant, World Cup winner, 0-2. He single-handedly led his country to a World Cup win, something that Cristiano and Messi are incapable of doing. That's what you call carrying a team. And unlike Messi or Cristiano, he showed up for his country in a final, man. So it's different levels, bro. Different levels. From LSK Laxon, Haaland is better than London Blues, and Erling knows it. Hashtag CCL. So, Weske, if the link turns up for your boys, what are you going to say? That's what I'm saying. If Haaland turns up for your boys, what are you going to say? Be careful what you wish for in life. Guys, it's been swell. It's been love. Remember, guys, like the vid, subscribe, support your boy on Patreon by becoming a Patreon member. And with that, guys, peace out. Stay true. Stay real. When the hell is my effing outro? Stay real. Stay sexy. And your boys out. One love. Become a Patreon member. Get access to my blog. Get access to exclusive videos, and also get access to the podcast, to the Saturday and the Sunday hangouts. Head over to patreon.com/halfup to gain all these goodies while also supporting your boy HH.